sure by the time we're done with the skate shop, we'll be shut. We're live. Hello everyone, I'm Jestr and welcome to our live stream. We're here on Tuesdays, usually at noon. Today we're here at 1 p.m. But we're here on a Tuesday and Friday mornings at 9 a.m. UCT +2. And together we make something really rad on this wall together. So wherever you're watching, whether it be Facebook, YouTube or Twitch, we're super thankful to have you with us and we hope you enjoy it. Today I'm thinking of just painting a character face. Nice face focus over here, some shoulders, neck, give it some nice character. We'll be together for about 3 hours today and a large part of my focus is really sticking to that 3 hours. Usually I go a little bit over when I let my thoughts go wild. But yeah, we're gonna keep it to a nice, clean, stylish character today. So if you've got any suggestions, please hit us up in the comments. We love to make these artworks as much a collaboration between myself and you guys. So yeah, let us know what you think and let us know where you're watching from. We'd love to hear from you. Big ups, everybody. Today, also, what's special is that we've got a special camera angle. I don't know if is that camera on at the moment? I can't see. For those of you that don't know as well, I've got Mr. El Taco Fiesta, aka Brendan Hardshell, on top there. And he's helped me out with the streams. So he's behind the chat boxes. He will let me know what you guys are saying. If you've got anything, you can ask him, you can ask me. We'll definitely get back to you. But yeah, shout out to Brendan. This is yeah, big help from you always. But sure. So is that camera on? Let's try it. So I'm trying to, usually we've only got the 2 camera angles like this, but I'm trying to get like a bit of a point of view guy going. So I'm new to this, so let's try it. Let's take a look. Can you see it? Yes, we're gonna see how long this lasts because unfortunately I don't have, let me just see, if I switch off the screen, it dies. Okay, so screen has to be on, and I think let's try and turn the brightness down as much as possible. So as I mentioned to you cats, this is something we're kind of doing that's new here. Oh fuck. But yeah, we always like to try the new stuff for you guys, you know, try and add as much quality and value as possible. Okay, let's see if I can do it like this. Just because I think it's going to give us more battery life if I turn the brightness down, you know what I mean? Brightness charges a lot of battery. Okay, we still on here? Still on? Sick. So this is a little DIY contraption that I've made. I hope it works, but you guys can let me know what you think in the comments and shit. Yeah, like I said, I'm always trying to try new things and keep it improving, keep on moving up, you know. So yeah, I think it's an angle that a lot of people will enjoy if we can get it right. And if you guys do enjoy it, you let me know. I'd love to hear from you because we'll definitely make an effort to make it a more professional kind of a finish rather than this DIY jobby. But the DIY jobby does it for now. I know where. Oh, that's a little weird here. Hold on. I'm watching this in the reflection of the other phone broadcaster. Is it skew though? A little bit. Okay, we'll fix that now. You know what's pulling it skew now is that it's gone around that other loopy. But let's try it like this. So yeah, excuse the ridiculous look, but it's functional more than what it is aesthetic. Straighter? Yeah. Okay. Let's and what about the view on the screen here? Can you see my hands? It's definitely up, the screen. What if I put a piece of cardboard or some shit behind it?
Let's try that, shall we? Is that better? Is better. Can I do more like that? Okay. Just want to know. Once again, whatever platform you're watching on, please be sure to give us a like and a share. I know it's not super painty right now, but this is going to make your experience sick. Sick. How's that? Looking good? Okay. Oh, I don't know if that peak is going to stay that way. It would be nice if it would though. Okay. Because then I can also look up. Okay. So how does that look? You guys see what's cooking? Let me know what your thoughts are. I'm interested in this point of view kind of thing. I think it's a little bit more of an engaging perspective than just the two cameras sitting at the back here, and we definitely want to make it as exciting for you guys as possible. So I thought this point of view kind of solution thing might be rad. But yeah, as I say, you let us know. Let's put some lights on here, shall we? Cool. So this background, I've only given it two coats of white. But I think it'll dry. Should definitely dry. By the time we're done with our SketchUp, it'll be dry. So as I mentioned, I think we're just going to do a nice character. I'm going to try and keep it simple, keep it to a 2-hour mark. Originally I thought a male character, but I'm open to doing a female. You guys let me know what you would like to see in the comments below. As I mentioned, I try and make these artworks a collaboration between us as much as possible. So yeah, you know, obviously I have the starting point in the arm that does the work, but I'm also working with your inputs and thoughts too. So hit it, brother. Nice big. Yeah. As I go through this artwork and make this character, I'm also going to let you guys into my thoughts on my processes and you know, just insights into this artwork and the drawing and scaling in general. So let us know what you think. Any specific questions, hit us up in the comments. We'll definitely like them and respond accordingly. So I'm just doing some side ears on the side here real quick. Once again, for now I'm just trying to keep the proportions relative and just kind of solve this to you as we go along. I think that's nice size for a forehead. Sometimes I fall into the trap of making the forehead too small, and then my face is, that particular face looks squashed. But I'm going to try and avoid that pitfall there. So what you can also remember when you're looking at proportions in a face is that your eyes are the same height as your ears. So you can kind of, when drawing, gauge it that way, that the top of the ear, if you're looking at the face straight on, should also be top of the eye. So that's kind of what we're looking at. I know this maybe makes this guy look a little bit quiet, but it's just to kind of figure out where our brow line is going for now. It will change. So there we go, maybe a bit of a bridge at the nose. This comes down there. Once again, we're streaming to YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook all at the same time. So wherever you're watching, please be sure to give our channel a little like and a share. You know, that definitely helps us in the algorithms and such. But then documenting them after we've painted them together here in the streams in terms of photographing them nicely. And once they're photographed, I then go on to take those photographs and I rework those into brand new digital works. So the final work itself is like a combo between a physical and a digital effort, which I think is really exciting for the times that we're living in. Maybe I was a little close, but we'll see. Yeah, so I tried. That's kind of my mission for the last little bit. See, what was that? My cardboard. Dun, dun, dun. How's this POV? This POV, it's looking good. I'm glad to hear that. Let us know what you guys think there. I'd love to hear from you. As I mentioned, this is like a very DIY, haphazard kind of structure that we've put in place here for this camera. But by the next time we see one another again on Friday, we'll definitely have something a little bit more permanent. For now, it's more just to try it, and if it works, we'll definitely make it more permanent. But yeah, we're gonna take it as it comes, you know. These artworks that we make together here, I think about like some sort of a concept quite loosely before we start. I try and sketch it in my sketchbook if I get time, but for the most part I just try and keep it nice and off the cuff. This is not right. That's also one thing I love about sketching up on wet primer, is that you can just wipe away your line if it's not what you want. But with all paints in general, that's one of the best parts about paint, is you can legit just paint over it. You don't like it? Chows it. Maybe he's a little angry, I don't know. It's better for a cheekbone, I think. We're gonna have to give this guy some accessories here, folks. I mean, I would love to take your suggestions on that. You let me know what you think. We can give him some fly jewelry. We can give him some glasses, maybe. I don't think glasses for now. I was thinking of maybe keeping some things like glasses to the app. But as always, I'm open to your inputs and thoughts. So please let me know what you cats think. I must say, this little camera on my head's not as bad as what I thought it might be. I mean, the cap's not super comfortable, but not so bad. For now, it's okay. I think as long as I don't make a habit of trying to take my mask off too often, then we'll be alright. Purely because of a smile, a smirk, maybe just a straight-faced, lurch-looking dude. Yeah, because I think as soon as I want to take my mask off, then I'm obviously going to have to take the hat off, which will then make it tricky. Yeah. Okay, bring this line down here. As mentioned, we're also going to give him some sort of a body. What do we think about something to put on the top? Maybe a little line here, because this kind of looks a little bit like a frown. Slight frown here. Hey? spam accounts, what they're spamming. Yeah, no, the robots. The robots are here. Hi robots, welcome to the stream. We Tuesday and Friday. So, yeah, there we go. Come pull in here, guys. I think we're all kind of bionic these days. Maybe we should make this dude a bionic dude. Bionic, ironic bionic. Maybe something like that, who knows. Yellow be there. So the music that we play in our streams, for those of you that don't know, is I try and play local tunes, roots from Pretoria mostly, but I'm trying to focus on South African stuff. So for your listening pages today, we've got Tide Nova, physicist as always. Yeah, both really talented dudes. What are we gonna do on top? Cat? Yeah, I don't want to go too high. I mean, I think this head's already quite high as it is. And let's see. I also thought about maybe like some graffiti dude. What kind of hat are you gonna give this guy? I don't want to give him a hat, but maybe like the higher I go, the further I seem to fade. More I need you keeping me closer every day. With my head in the clouds, you can keep me back down. Headstrong pride, I don't need talking down. Just trying to experiment with some layouts and shapes. Nice, so we're going to see how I feel about this. Trying to make it look like some sort of a bowler hat, you know, not really like so much round on the top. Sorry guys, not that camera, but more like right. How does that look? Yay? Nay? That's a yay. Take some light from there. I mean, I use quite a bit of finger technique in my painting, but I do also love actually just finger painting. Super fun. If you're interested in seeing some of our previous sessions and artworks, you can check out the streams on YouTube. Oh, shit. It's the cardboard again. Or on Twitch. The previous episodes are there and you can check that out. I think that's quite cool. Let's try and work out my dude's shoulders here. Neck and shoulders. necky down that way. Little necky down there, I think. Yeah? Yeah. And then it comes to like I'm thinking because he's got a nice smart hat on, maybe we give him a nice smart collared shirt. And we don't want the dude to look like a coroner, per se. But, I think we give this guy a tie. If you guys think a bow tie instead, let me know what you think in the comments. But I think just a normal tie knot like this comes down to fold over like that a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And then maybe that can come up a little bit higher. Yeah, that's nice. That's what we like, guys. That's it. And then this gets covered by our jacket, let's say. But maybe I've made this dude's. I think it's cool. Let's try. Science turkey. Yeah? Do the same over here. Huh? Yeah? Yeah. Yeah, I think it's cool. This can maybe go a little higher there. Definitely, yeah. Then this is nice, like that, straight. That's like kind of like a jacket that comes over, but maybe this must come up there, I think. Okay. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I think it's looking right. Yeah? Yeah, sick. Okay. Next part of our journey together. What I usually try and do is start from the top to the bottom when I'm doing the full render, but since our base coat white is still a little bit wet, I actually just want to give that another 10-15 minutes to dry before I tackle it with a primer, which will be the black primer. So let's just do ourselves some ears here, because ears are easy peasy. And once again, wherever you're watching this from, big up to you, we greatly appreciate it. And please be sure to give our channel a like and a share and a subscribe or a follow. We definitely appreciate that shit. We're here every Tuesday and Friday. Tuesdays at 12 o'clock BCT plus 2, and Fridays at 9 a.m. 12 o'clock BCT plus 2. I will say that on this past Friday, we had to give our Friday stream a reschedule to last Saturday night, which was actually super ill. I think it was our best stream to date. I think even Brendan concurs with that. Yeah? So yeah, that's on our Twitch, on our YouTube. Check it out. Stream number 8 already, right? This is stream number 9. This is stream number 8. Okay. Can't believe how quick this stuff's going, man. Wow. I always try and shake these cans as good as I can because of you don't want the sediment and the pigment blocking the valve on the can itself, because then you're going to have a real tough time trying to rectify that. So let's try and keep that terminal. How's our first person cam looking? Looking good still. Slick. I'm glad. So my thinking when working with the peg mediums is to always work a little dark to light. I mean, I think what's nice about art is that once you know the rules, you know how to effectively bend them, and you can do that. So there's no fixed rules, but the key is to learn the rules in the first place. So you know when's the right time to bend them and when's not. But I digress. Paint from dark to light, and I try and do my layering accordingly. I keep it tighter and tighter as I get to my final layer. Already you can see that dark layer. It's very nice. Black. Oh, see that guys? Okay, there you were able to see it before. I don't know if you can see that deliciousness coming out of the front of this can. It's nice. Population. I don't want to shake too hard because then I've got this camera on my head that might just pop out. But this will hold it to my forehead. Yo, what up? How's it going? Welcome to our stream, bruh. Thanks for tuning in as always. We greatly appreciate that. Hope you're having a good week here, man. Oh, really? Yo, what a G. Thanks, my bro. Appreciate it. I'll definitely hit it up. I see you've also been doing some streams there. I get your notifications. Unfortunately, I just haven't been able to tune in. Yo, life's just been so busy, man. But I definitely will. I hope you're having fun in those streams. I know I've definitely been enjoying this new experience. Let's do the other. Yo, we need a pop color for this this one. So, guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, any suggestions? Please, you let me know. I'm thinking blues, purely just because I got blues here. But as mentioned, I'm always open to thoughts and suggestions. So hit me up. Hit me up. Hit me up. Green? breeze here. I may have to fetch it in my car, but let's cross that bridge when we get there. I think green is a nice idea. I do like green. We've only done one kind of green. We did a bluey green with the Megabyte artwork, and we did green with the Future Light Guide Us Right artwork. That was like more of a saturated kind of green. Limey, punchy green. So yeah, I think green can look nice here. What do you think of the new camera angle here, man? What's the... Alright, no, we can do purple too. Let's cross that bridge when we get there. So as mentioned, as I'm painting, just keep it quite loose on these initial layers, and I try and go progressively tighter as we go. As mentioned, one of my main goals here today is to just try and keep this nice and quick and within our 3-hour time frame, if not under. I have a real tendency to go over time. Not that that's a bad thing, but not always a bad thing. But yeah. So just trying to keep this nice and loose. And when we come in for outline and highlights, we'll definitely be refining a lot of these shapes and making it pop. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah? Eh? Was it no? Okay. Where did you paint it? Funny enough, I also had a meeting this morning for somebody who's looking for wings. More wings. Everybody loves the wings. That's okay, I can't hate on them for you. What about if we did like some sort of a cool shadow on this cat's face? I might be making my life difficult here, but let's try. I mean, on Flip Studio, I'll check it out if it's on your socials, for sure. I think this is quite cool, and we want the top of this sockety boy there. There, rather. Yeah. Yo, Brother Zane! What's happening, bruh? Nice of you to tune in here with us. I don't know if you're here, but we're playing the bangers. What do you think of our new camera angle, Zane? I thought it was maybe just a little bit more engaging than just the long distance shots. That's the right word I'm looking for. I'm glad you like it, bro. I thought it's, yeah, like I said, at least that you guys also get the nice action, because I love this action, the close-up action, but I felt like the streams just weren't really capturing any of that magic, you know. So yeah, like I say, we made a bit of a DIY rig here with this hat, but I think if today is successful, which so far I think it is, then we'll definitely make it more permanent. No, not on the hat. I'm sure it does when I can touch the screen, but I can't touch the screen. As you can see, I've got it like attached to my hat here. So a little bit tricky to zoom in and zoom out. I don't know, maybe up there. You can't zoom in and zoom out from the screen. Let's take a look, we'll play around a little bit. I'm not shy to play around with this streaming thing. What? Yeah, it's a phone, bruh. How's that, eh? Yeah, took a bit of some tricks, for sure. But yeah, it's cool. But, you know, we just try and use what we have the best we can and make the most of it, my bro. You know. So, once again, what I do here is I also try and work dark to light. So for now, I'm just trying to put in these darker tones that I'll now come back with this dark gray and work it back. And keeping in mind that this area that we're working with is actually going to be shadowed, as we can see here. I don't know if the shadow's right though. I think this line. Can you see what I'm working on in the shot? Yeah, beanie's a great idea, my man. Thank you. Yeah, I didn't think of a beanie. Beanie would work real nice, I'd say. I think beanie is a perfect suggestion. Yeah, like I said, I actually thought the cap, because of, you know, it's got the peak to try and help hold the weight of the device itself. But I think a beanie's nice because it can make like a little pocket, you know what I'm saying, in the front. Yeah, that'll be ill. By the way, Baby Zane, I finalized coming to Cape Town at the end of this month. So I'll be seeing you, my bro. Oi, oi, oi. Sick. Yeah, I might need a couch to crash on or some shit, but I'll hit you up. I think I should be alright. We'll see how my things work out. Big love, bro. When I want to go to? Oh yeah, fuck, bro. Yo, that's not a quick mission though, but we'll chat about it when I'm there for sure. It's definitely high on my list. This next mid-year is going to be so tight, my brother. So tight. Yo, I've got so much shit we're going to do. It's ridiculous. European festival season. From end of June. So, yeah, plenty of places to go. Ah, dope. Okay, yeah. As long as it's not gonna hit the flipping the song has got a copyright on it or some jazz, then that's cool. Yeah, I'll definitely love and listen to it, my bro. But the copyright stuff is a bummer. But yeah, I love awkward. How's J-Wan doing, man? Fuck, I haven't seen that cat since I was last with you guys. Mr. J-Wan. More darkness on that, you know what I'm saying? And then we come with a little shot. Once again, I always try and make these artworks a collaboration between us. So we have a color suggestion so far of either green or purple, courtesy of our friend, Quartz Creation. And we're still looking for accessories, so whether that be some funky jewelry or a nice chain of some sort, icons maybe we want to include as emblems on this dude's outfit or something. I'm open to all of that. So my thinking here is also to try and keep this top section as much of just a black and this grey as possible, and then whatever's below the line, do it with the lighter grey, and it's going to make that nice look as if it's got a shadow there, you know what I'm saying? I think I'm going to have to jump down and just take a look from a distance for a minute, but let's do this line. And I'm always trying to break the face up into basic shapes to help guide my understanding of where the lighting will go and such. So that's kind of my tactic, you know, there's shapes upon shapes, upon shapes upon shapes, and trial and error. That's also a big one for me. Let's try to describe it. If it doesn't work for me that way, then I try another way. But that learning also guides my decision making going forward, you know. I think that's also always a nice metaphor for broader thinking in life, if I can put it that way. So our goal here once again is to try and keep this as minimalist as possible, while at the same time not making it boring, you know. Give it a bit of texture. I like a bit of texture. We said this comes a little bit like that. One time, I think that's nice. So this eye is like kind of pitching up. And once again, wherever you're watching from, whether it's Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube, big ups to you. We love having you with us, and please give our page a like and a subscribe and a share. You know, that helps us do the dues. Hope everybody's having a lekker week so far. Okay, I think that is cool for now. Before I get to defining these eyes, I want to make sure that I'm kind of happy with this forehead. So I think I am, but one thing I think I must do is just light on either side of it, and then I'm going to paint this hat flat black. Yeah, sick. Big up Zay. Sick! Big up Boss Zaid. Blessing us with the tunes, man. Those of you that are in the chat, I suggest you take this opportunity and download Awkward is Classic. Okay, no, I think that's looking cool. Let's prime this dude with black. Yo! Shot! Big ups, bro. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it. And thanks for the kind words. I greatly appreciate that too. You know, I'm just trying to keep it fresh and keep it new and pushing myself in the things I do, you know. So, yeah, no, big ups, man. I appreciate your support. This is what we're looking for. Yeah, let's check it out. I think it's going to be nice. Like a dude wearing a hat, kind of impromptu vibes. Definitely impromptu vibes, not even kind of. But yeah, just take it as it comes, see where it goes. You know? I think it's a nice little concept that I've been playing with for the streams and the artworks. But yeah, I try and make the artworks a collaboration between us. So if you got any ideas for like jewelry or maybe a floating smoke, what kind of smoke, open to all of that. And yeah, you know, we make it together. Yo, you know what a travesty this will be if I lean over too far and this phone just falls right in this paint bucket. Oh my god. I'm trying this new camera angle, POV kind of a thing, and I've made this DIY contraption out of the hats and some elastics and stuff. And yeah, it's DIY, so I don't want to like rock it. But I think, shot. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, like I said, I thought the other ones were nice, but maybe slightly static, you know. So I thought this way, at least you can, you guys can see what I'm seeing, and you can be in with the details. You know what I'm saying? Oh, brother. A little bit sticky. Oh, sticky rollers. I think we can just use this one just for our first coat here, because it's not really even rolling. It's like this. Although, if I put the pressure there on the far end, away from the handle, then I get a nice roll. So at this stage, once again, we're just trying to get our base coats down, and we don't have to try and be overtly precious just as of yet. So we can just kind of rock it. But I'm happy with our shapes. I think our shapes are fine once we start getting into outlines and shadows and highlights and stuff. So hell yeah. Yeah, do it, bruh. Hit it. We'd love that, yo. We'd love that. Any sort of like and share and subscribe definitely helps us out. So we appreciate it very much. We started with streaming also to Instagram, but I just find the style of viewer is obviously not there for long-term retention. They just want to see action, you know. So I thought I'd focus more of it, the actual stream itself, just on Twitch and YouTube. But there's good market there for sure. I'm gonna bomb this roller. This is a bummer. Okay, let's see.
I won't waste no time. I'll tell you the truth.
Let's put a new one on here. That's better. That's what we like. That's nice. So I'm thinking hat black, the shoulders and like implied jacket also black. That's my thinking. Okay. Rotate. We can do some drips for now, that's fine. No problems with drips for now. See them as a threat, as of yet. Eh? This? Ah, Brendan's making jokes here, guys. Okay, that base coat needs to dry still a little bit, so we'll come back to it. I think the shading on it we can keep fairly simple, so we don't have to stress too much about it right now. Okay, let's do a coat over here, so this is also fun. So yeah, as mentioned, I try to, make this a collaboration between us. So any suggestions as far as jewelry? We've got pop color already, which we said is going to be green or purple. Just Court Creative suggested those two. So I think one or the other. I wouldn't do two. But yeah, we're still looking for maybe, like I say, some jewelry. To smoke or not to smoke is also a question. I've also stopped smoking cigarettes, and I haven't had a cigarette in like a week and a half. I know it doesn't sound long, but it's one of the longest periods I've gone without a cigarette for a few years. I'm not even gonna lie to you, so I'm very stoked with myself. I think maybe no smoke, at least no tobacco smoke in this as a homage to that would be cool. Sometimes I think about, do I miss it? But for the most part, I don't actually. I got myself a little vape, which helps me just scratch the itches, you know. But yeah, for the most part, I'm actually very happy not smoking cigarettes. And yeah, I mean, I've been a full-time smoker since I was like 15, 16, pretty much. So, really stoked to be yeah, no, totally. Totally. Okay, let's do this side. So these first coats, it's fine with the primer if they're rough, because by the time we come back for the second and they're like nice and dry, yo, it's going to be banging. Then we just hit it with one coat and it's going to look so good, so nice and solid. So I always find doing these nice and early so that they have the appropriate time to dry is good, and then a person can always come back and do their cutbacks on top of that. So let's just adjust this camera. How's the first person camera looking here? It's looking alright. Okay. For those of you that are just joining us, this first person view is something new that we're trying. So yeah, I think it's so far a great success. I definitely do want to find a nicer solution than this. No, that's fine. You do your thing, Mr. Walter. Salute. Big ups. Thank you so much. There's a POV piece. And yeah, no, we really appreciate that. Thank you so much, man. Good luck with the work, and yeah, come tune back in here later. We're going to be here for like another 2 hours, 2 and a bit hours. So yeah, no, we're around, bruh. We're around. Alright, okay, so we got that down. That's nice. Okay, let's do these eyes, guys. Eyes, guys. I'm gonna leave this actually just like that. That's cool. As long as I stand on it. That'll take a while. Get a little cap here. Cover up the strips. And I think let's get a fresh black, or at least a fuller one. That's what we want. This is now our eyes that we're doing. So I'm just going to shade the shape of the sphere slash, you know, eye in the socket kind of vibe. And then once we're done with that, then we come back to outline it. I think that's quite cool. And we make our midline there. This midline helps describe the shape of the sphere. So that's the thinking there. Let's do the shadow on top here. Yeah, that's nice. Okay. It's nice. That's also also nice. Another thing I thought about is face tattoos. Also something that we can do. We'll see how that's going to work out for us, but I think once we've got shadows and highlights and outlines down clearer, we'll have a better idea if that's going to be practical or not. Sometimes, depending on how you've solved it, if I can put it that way, it can be distracting to put those kind of things in. They can break an illusion. So, also something to keep in mind. Obviously, if it's a main thing of what you want to achieve in the work, then keep it in mind from the start, you know, and you can achieve it accordingly. But if it's more just an afterthought, maybe nice to have, but detracts from the work, then you know, I've got to be honest with myself about that stuff, you know. Excellent. Okay, what you do also want to do is, it said green or purple. I think let's go green, but I want to do white in here too. Scrappy white, which we don't want. Let's take a full one. Once again, wherever you're at, whether it's YouTube or Facebook or Twitch, big ups to you, man. Thank you for being here. We appreciate it. I think these are fun artworks that we can make in collaboration. And just, yeah, spend our time shooting the shit, you know. Making it up as we go along. Having the conversations. I think that's how we make the special things, you know. You guys are going to have to excuse my unusual clown look for today with this hat and the weird contraption, but it's bringing you this new point of view look that we've got going on, and I think it's quite cool. Not the look, the functionality. Let's get a cap for this. I don't know if the screen is going to cook it, but let's try. Not a lot of it. Not going to make it. I'll go and test this. I don't want to put too much white here because once again this is meant to kind of be a bit of a shadow area. So I just want to do like a little zappy or two, just like that, just to help separate them from the face itself, you know. Like even that's a little bit strong. And when I come back and do the highlights, then we'll add in some nice pizzazz jazz. How do we want this to be looking? At us as viewers? Kind of, I think. Let's maybe go. This can is so scrappy. It'll do the job for now, and then when we take a little midway break, I'll pick some proper greens for us that we can do some sick highlights and shit. But I think it does the job for now. Just a little for those of you that are interested in the caps that I use, for this outline process I use a level 2, but for the rest of it I use the standard orange dot that comes on the Montana black cans. That's probably my favorite cap out of all of it, but I find for outlining characters this is just a nice differentiator. Okay, now I think that's cool while that dries. Let's maybe try and do some of the shadow work on top here. I don't want to do it too much once again, like I said. I'm going to come and shape this boy nice a little bit later. But this is more just to kind of help give our face some character detail. So if we think about it, this is actually our eyelid here, which then has like a little bit of a, like that, coming in there. And this line comes over the eyelid itself. And this we can do it a little bit like that for now. So we can come and fix it. Kind of got the same kind of line going on there, like that. And this goes dark until it comes back in here. And then this is dark. A little bit dark. Yeah. Okay. Let's get our grays. I think it's looking cool. He doesn't look squint or anything, does he? No? Okay. You don't want that. It's unintentional if he does. Right eye, this one. Bigger than the left, so this one must go up. Maybe it'd be easier to do this. Show you the sleeves. Like this. And then I'll come and cut that with the flippy. So usually when I make these works, I like to think of like a rhyme or like a saying, or you know, like some sort of alliteration that catches nicely. But this one, I'm actually trying to play more with just focusing on doing the time and the character and the experience of the stream. So this is quite a lot more impromptu than some of the previous ones, but I still think it's a nice character. Just wanted to just take the time to also just enjoy painting some sort of character, you know. Whenever I'm trying to define something, I'm always trying to keep in mind where the light is coming from. Ultimately, that's the illusion I'm trying to recreate. So I always find that very helpful, but it's easy to forget. about just getting something so basic like that right, and it can really help make your work so nice and solid. Okay, right. I think that's looking cool. As mentioned, whatever platform you are watching from, please give it a like and a share. You know, it really does help us in the long run. Who's mans? What do you mean mans? Lol. No, this is our man. We make him together. Belongs to us. But yeah, I think the green was a nice suggestion shot, right? That's cool. Why? You got green eyes. I could have done one green, one purple. For the same price. Yeah, no, I think it's looking slick. It's you can worry about things like eyebrows and crap like that later. I don't think we have to worry about that so much right now. Hold it like that. Yeah. I think that's looking slick. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts and suggestions. I think that's looking good. Okay, let's bust a bit of outline here. Since we're at that time. Yeah.
Remember the days that we made ourselves a little hideaway. Now that it's all gone away, to forgive and forget is to give up on
Let's try
regret.
and get some of these darker bits a little bit darker before we formally put in our next layer, which is going to create this kind of light shadow from the hat effect. At least that's what we're going for. Sometimes these things don't work out, and that's okay. I got no issues with that, but obviously I do try and push them to their ultimate working. Yeah, I think it's looking cool.
You like it if I did it the way that you did it? Didn't do it for you, did it? If you just admit it, say that you didn't, but you do it anyway. Would you like it if I did it the way that you did it? Didn't do it for you, did it?
What I also try and do, pro tip when it comes to making these characters, at least I find it helps me, because a lot of my work is very outline focused as well, is that always try and make my outline for the outside of the character slightly thicker than the lines that I use on the inside, and that way, you know, I let the line do the talking as far as where the border of shapes and stuff is concerned. Yeah, definitely going to do that. I just want this this base to dry a little bit, because I literally just primed this wall over the last one like 10 minutes, 15 minutes before we started the stream. So this base is still a little bit wet, and the more I try and overwork it, I'm just going to end up mixing the black like how we've got on the right here. So I want to get this nice and dry first before I give it its next lift. And yeah, I think that it's going to look so slick. But yeah, I agree, definitely lots more definition to come there. Shadow. Yeah. That's all. That's all. Ah, I think that's looking cool. Ready to party. Ready to party. Yeah, I think it's a nice party hat. I think we can start putting on some second layers there. Once again, as I lean over this bucket, I just want to be careful, because the last thing I want is this thing coming off the hat here, the makeshift camera headstand, into the paint. Oh, that's going to be disaster. Okay, check this out. All the way up. Since I've done the work over the eyes and stuff already, I also want to avoid dripping too much, because then it's going to end up going over the work I've already done, which would be a no. And once again, wherever you're watching, if it's YouTube or Facebook or Twitch, we greatly appreciate you tuning in with us. And please give us a like, a follow, a share, all those wonderful things. It would definitely help us. Come turn over. one down. Who's oh, there's my friend. Say what's up there, Brendan. What's up? So yeah, we got a little studio here, and this is where we make magic happen. Used to sit downstairs here. I used to have my desk and all of that stuff down here. But since we started doing the streams, I then moved everything up into the rafters, all the desks there. So now I've got this downstairs space here for us to do the streams. And the camera's just fitted. So yeah, I was stoked. It was always something I wanted to try, but just never really had the space or infrastructure. So when this started working in my favour, this line out, I was really stoked to pursue it. Okay, let's get that. Give that a bit of drying time. Let's put one more coat on our suit. Yeah, no, I think this is looking good, guys. This is looking good. How far? What's our time there? How long we've been streaming? 2:30. An hour and a half. Hour and a half. Okay, so I suppose a person could say we're formally halfway. Yeah, at least you know. Once again, we've got most of the tough stuff done out of the way, and the ladder work is really what takes the time, I find. So once we're off the ladder, it can go pretty quick. Oh, let's see, still wet there. Still wet. So let's come back to that. Things like that to put on this homie's jacket. So let us know what your thoughts are there. Mr. Court's Creation has kindly suggested us the pop color of green, and we're going to shoot forward with that. Sounds a little bit better. If you guys follow me on my other social media platforms, particularly Instagram, I think we'll be posting some nice videos there soon. I've also got a TikTok channel, which I'm very new at. But yeah, I've got some things there too. My handle's also Jestr, and I'll be making reels and videos for that platform as well. So check me out on those ones. Yeah. I've got a friend of mine who's here from the UK, also a graffiti writer. His name is Rene, and we're going to be painting some stuff tomorrow, which is very exciting. And we'll make a nice video of that and share that with you online. So keep your eyes peeled there. Purple striped tie. That could be nice, I agree. The green and the purple always go nice together. It makes me think of a classic Joker, you know? I remember Joker in the 90s comics always had purple and green. Yeah, we could go purple striped tie, why not? Let's try it. I would love to maybe put some sort of a fresh element in there. For those of you that don't know, I like to paint a lot of fruits and vegetables and fresh organic elements. So maybe something like that somewhere. Like a fruit on a pendant, or like, you know, this kind of dude with a hat almost also makes me think of that, I think it's that Henry Matisse thoughts. I think something like that can look really cool here. Salute. Shot. Thanks, bruh. We appreciate you joining along, and it's super dope to have you here with us. The idea with these streams is that us together, we make something in collaboration on this wall here, and yeah, we keep it loose, keep the conversation going, and yeah, you know, we have fun. But the work in itself is a collaboration between myself and you guys as the viewers. So yeah, any sort of input or ideas about accessories that we can give these characters, or usually I take a suggestion for a pop color, and today we have green thanks to our friend Court Creations. So yeah, let us know what you think in the comments there, bro. Yeah, I don't think so, but maybe Caesar on the side. I also see Strawberry Jane on the side, so I'm gonna have to take a little break just now to pay her a visit, and we're gonna come back. But for now, we're gonna push and do some outlines and a little bit of shadow work here on the face. But yeah, hey, you know Mary Jane. She's got many friends. Many friends. You guys know that Rick James song? Yeah. Mary Jane, I love you just the same. That's a fucking track. Love that song. Do, do, do. Mary Jane. Do, 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 do. Concert. Actually works at the CIA. Yeah, we can give him. He's got quite a serious face on him. I mean, you can give him some sort of a legend to that. I mean, I like to tell a visual story as well, you know. So something we can do, maybe like a badge somewhere, or like, yeah, I don't know. We can check that out. How's our point of view cam looking? Still alright? Pointing a little bit up. I can do my head like that. Yeah, that's a little better. Husband? Yo, big up. Shot there, China. Thanks for joining along. There's a little POV shakas there for you, my man. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope you enjoy it, yo. We stream every Tuesday and every Friday. Tuesdays from noon, UCT +2, and Fridays from 9 a.m. UCT +2. We did a stream last week instead of doing our Friday version, we did a Saturday night version, which I really enjoyed. I thought it was one of our best streams so far. And if you want to watch that, it is available on the Twitch channel there as well as the YouTube channel. So that was a good one. But yeah, maybe we'll stream on the weekends too, but we're going to see how that works. I mean, one thing I like about streaming in our evening time is that, you know, we get to stream to a whole bunch of people that otherwise wouldn't be able to tune into the live session, you know? So I think that's quite cool. So I try, once again, always work from light to dark, and I just try and keep it kind of loose at this stage because we don't really need to be super tight while we're just trying to put our shadows and them kind of things in place. Yeah, my man, please hit me up. Any sort of share and stuff would be greatly appreciated. I was in New York and LA once in 2017 and I loved it, bruh. Yeah, it was really, really ill. I'd beg to come back to the States. But yeah, I got work up on Instagram, I got work up on Twitter, a little bit on Twitter. Not so much as what I do on Instagram. Instagram's definitely my main focus for posting photographs. But for these projects, we've got some really, really, really cool, unique kind of concepts that we're trying to push, or at least try out with these. So a lot of that kind of stuff I'm going to be pushing via my Twitter channel. So if you're interested in NFTs or animations and that kind of stuff, definitely hit me up on Twitter. The idea with these works is that, you know, obviously we painted together in the session, and you know, the work is a collaboration between us as people talking. And once that's done, the work itself is done, we then document it in means of photography, and I then take those images and I go on to animate them into moving images. And then this work that's on the wall actually gets painted over and destroyed. So the only existence of the piece that we make together is the moving image and the documentation of just the photograph, you know. So that's kind of the idea with what we're going for with these works. And I've been making some of the first animations. Yeah, so stoked with them. And those I'll definitely be sharing on Twitter more, as I find a lot of peeps who are into the NFTs and crypto stuff on Twitter. That's where they live. Yeah, big up there, little Zane. Yeah, Zane, we play Zane's music in our stream. I try and play local stuff, but Zane and I go way back. So yeah, when I first had the idea of doing the stream, he was legit the first person who I thought about whose music I would love to play in my stream. So yeah, big up Zane, he's a champion. For those of you that don't know, our good buddy Zane here is a DJ, producer, music extraordinaire, super talented motherfucker. Goes by the name Physicist, aka Zane Wolf. Yeah, man's dangerous with that stuff, and he makes super cool music. If you're on SoundCloud or also Twitter or Twitch or Instagram, man's active, making new stuff all the time. And if you yourself are into making beats, the man makes some of the sickest sample packs around. So yeah, definitely go and check him out and give a shit a like there. Yeah, aka Hawkwood, aka Little Zane, aka Sometimes awkward, but mostly lovable. That's a bit. But yeah, homie also makes music under Hawkwood, under a range of aliases. Yeah, shots. I'm trying to mix it up. You know, I mean, I've been doing graffiti now for like 16 years, and you know, I've always wanted to like find ways that kind of blur the line between like 2D and 3D and physical and digital, but I've never really had the means to like kind of explore that, if I can put it that way, you know. And yeah, this NFT space is really, really cool as far as being able to maximize on that is concerned, and to have, you know, a market to people who enjoy it, and be able to see remuneration for it before. Solana's where it's at, and no, these are all still very much in the pipeline of what's to come in the next couple of weeks. So if you're here now and hearing about it, yo, you cats have got the alpha. Stay tuned to my social media channels, as I haven't really even made much announcements about it there either, because like I say, it's been very much in the beta testing stages. So yeah, definitely stay tuned. But Solana is where it's at for me, man. Yeah, I have looked at some of that kind of stuff. The phone that is doing that, and I've been playing around with that very little. But yeah, you know, the time is just such a thing, bro. Like legit, there's all these things I want to do, and I only got so much time. So, but yes, I love that idea too. I was playing around with lots of that, you know, once again, the ways to blur the lines between 2D and 3D. That's really what I want to achieve with my work, you know. And like I say, I always find it funny because, you know, obviously coming from a graffiti painter perspective, you know, I mean, you're always like, you got these 2D surfaces that you're trying to create these 3D illusions on. I mean, not always, but, you know, at least, I mean, that's what I always, from painting characters, it's like, you know, you're like finding ways to render volume or communicate volume or shape or, you know, texture, and when, you know, the surface on which you're painting itself has its own kind of characteristics that you're overcoming, you know. So yeah, I like that idea. It's definitely what I want to play with going forward as far as my art career is concerned, is, you know, really trying to push that idea. But we'll get there. Like I said, NFTs is definitely a stepping stone to that broader work-making ability. Because yeah, I think just trying to find ways of making the studio pay is always tough, you know. It can be really such a tough journey. You know, you got this thing that you like want to do, and like you think can add value to people, but you got to get it out there, you know. And even though like this thing can like be a long-term thing, you know, you got shit that needs to be paid now, you know. It's always such a tough conundrum, you know. But I do think it's I mean, it makes it exciting, and like, you know, it can be stressful. Yeah. Exactly, you know, and for me that's the thing. Like I say, you know, I mean, I've been painting graffiti for like 16 years now, and like a lot of my initial years of painting works, you know, this wasn't where anything of that kind of stuff was at, you know, and you know, I never really used to document my work, like, you know, because it was about painting the work, you know, and having it be in a space and people see it there, and if you don't see it there, well then fuck you, like, you know, that was just the attitude then. And like now, like, you know, the documentation is more the work than the painting itself, you know. And yeah, it took me a long time to really like grasp that in my mind, you know, and to get over it from my own kind of prejudices is concerned, you know, because like once again, you know, if you're focused on you know, all the other aspects of graffiti and hip hop and all that shit, like, yeah, it might not be as obvious, you know, and even when it's in your face, it's actually more of a conflict than like so much of an aha moment, you know. So yeah, that took me a while, bro. It took me a while, but I'm here. I'm doing the dues. Let's do this, these little lippies. I think maybe let's put in a bit of white here before we get too crazy with this shit. Yeah, no, totally, 100%, bro, 100%. No, you gotta eat, bro. You gotta eat. So yeah, and like I said, I mean, I think, yeah, with maturity, it's like I've seen a lot more value in being able to separate myself from the work that I make. Always, you know, if I can put it that way, you know, like at least having the ability to step away from that is, yeah, very enriching in many ways, you know. And I appreciate it a lot more now than what I did when I was younger, you know. So yeah, that's also a huge help for me. Once again, whatever platform you're on, whether it's Twitch or YouTube or Facebook, because we stream to all three at the same time, we're super stoked to have you here, and thank you for joining us. Please be sure to give it a like and a share and a subscribe, or all of those lovely things, you know, it helps us for sure. Put that there. No, that's fine. That's all right. Let's do a little, like that, yeah. Unless we can do like a shade down. Yeah, it's looking slick. As I was mentioning earlier, I've got a homie from the UK who's also a painter, who is currently visiting South Africa. He's a writer, he writes Relay, and he represents two crews, Heavy Artillery and ID Crew in the UK, both of them heavy hitters. And yeah, I'm super stoked to have him visiting us today. Well, like I say, over the next couple of days he'll be here in the country, and tomorrow we're going to go paint some nice letters somewhere in a really interesting location. So yeah, we're going to make a nice video of that, and we'll share that also on the social media stuff, so check it out. But I suggest you can check him out as well, because he makes some awesome shit. Relay. And yeah, dude's also been painting for flippin' long. Yeah, boy. Yeah, I think this is looking good, folks. Does it look like he's got a bit of a shadow going on from the hat? I'd love to know what you guys think in the comments there. Let us know. let's do maybe a little bit of a, where's our light coming from there? So maybe we'll just only have like a little, but I'll come back and actually let me do that in the grey, and then I'll come and do that with the white on top. Otherwise, it may just be too strong, at which point it wouldn't look so hot, you know? So let's do, if you know this, just to go like that. This needs to go like that. Maybe we do like a little za, like that. Za. Yeah, I definitely think so as well. I also think so, like over here, I think so. It will definitely help my cause. Good call. Good call, sir. That's why I like having you guys part of the work, man, you know? I mean, there's a lot of times other people see things that I don't see, and like, you know, it helps us come to the best outcome for the artwork. Doesn't end up being too strong. So what I'm trying to do is just find that nice little sweet spot. Sometimes it can be tough to do with the fat cap though, but I love the fat cap because of the broad range of strokes I put. You can work with it though. Better. Just do a little line like this. Not too strong though, not too strong. That's nice, hey guys. Okay, let's do a bit of shadow underneath my hat here. Just like a little zah to kind of help describe the shape of our brow a little bit. Definitely think more contact shadow there. And once we're done with the shadow, and this dries a little bit more, we'll come back with a roller and just make this nice and clean before we outline this hat and do just some little detailing. I think then it's going to look so nice and slick. So nice and slick. Already I'm quite stoked with it, I'm not going to lie. I think this is a really fun impromptu piece so far. I love, you know, just painting a really nice, good character sometimes. Without too much deliberation, you know. Just, or how can I say, you know, overcomplicating it. Sometimes, you know, a person can really like be like, you can overcomplicate a character and miss the great opportunity of just doing, you know, making a nice rendered character, you know, by focusing on all the other things. Yeah. No, I used to airbrush for a living when I was in high school. I used to contract to a company that we did like body painting at events and shit. And every weekend I was painting at clubs and painting naked chicks. And yeah, it was cool while I was a young man. But you know, it was distracting from this discipline, you know. And yeah, legit, like I was trying to study a university degree while I was doing that after I got out of school as well, and still trying to push the graph. Like it was too much, bro. But yeah, I mean, I like airbrushing, but I find it not as straight to the point of like, okay, I'm gonna pick up the color and paint the thing on the wall, you know. Like when you're doing airbrushing, it's always like, okay, you gotta rinse out the airbrush and like, you know, then you gotta have all your colors ready like, you know, pre-mixed to the side, and every time you want to change your color, unless you've got like a bottom feeding system and you've got your colors pre-mixed in every single little one of those, you then end up having to wash your airbrush and the paint container, and it becomes a long story, bruh. Long story. So I left it alone. But yeah, I like it. I think once again, there's a lot of things that you can do with the airbrush that you can't do with spray cans, and it really just depends on the scale that you really want to work on, you know. I mean, obviously for doing the scale stuff, you know, you can get maybe really finer finishes with the airbrush, but you definitely won't get the turnaround time that you can get with the cans, you know. So I think it really just depends on what you want to focus on as far as your discipline is concerned, you know. Yeah, dude, for real. Yeah, I love it. I really, really love it. And for me, like, you know, if you focus right on your discipline, yeah, it becomes like this autonomous thing, you know. I think it's like, yeah, it can be really automatic, and that feeling is just like so rewarding, you know, really. Okay, let's just do like a little za like that, you know, just to help give a bit of character. Thanks, Mr. Shooter. Nice to see you in the stream, bruh. Thank you for joining us. As always, we love having you with us. Let us know what you think of the point of view camera. It's something new that we're trying out, but I think it's quite sick. I'm very happy with it so far. We've had good reviews, and people can see the nice details and be part of that too, you know. I thought like just having the cameras filming my back all the time kind of made the stream feel a little bit stagnant, you know. So I thought this would be a really cool way to keep the stream nice, engaging, you know, and like once again be able to share those nice detail magics of the process with you guys as viewers. Yeah, slick. I thought about maybe putting highlights on the top of the ears, but I don't think it's the right decision because of, you know, it's under the hat. So let's just maybe do some little side light so that a person can see, oh, you know, there's some white, you know, like light coming from behind this character that then helps us make this illusion of volume. Yeah, exactly. That's my thing. What do you say? Big up, bro. Yeah, that's also my thinking. That you know, people can be more involved in the process, which is what I want. Like before, it felt a little bit like arm's distance. So I think this is definitely really nice. Good, 100%. Let's see if we can outline my nose here a little bit here, guys. Just tilt my head a little bit for you, and you can see what I'm painting. Like I say, I've got a bit of a DIY contraption on top of my head here, with this cap and the phone. Oh, it's a bit skewed, but I think for now it works. It's still sending me notifications, the phone, while it's on my head, so it's a bit of a trip. Priya? Yo, Priya, what's up? Thanks for tuning in there. Much appreciated. Maybe flattens our nose out a little bit much, but we'll see about that. Nice to have you with us here, Priya. One thing I always love about paint is that you can always just paint over it, yeah? And I sometimes find the best results are really through engaging in that process. A little bit better. It's a bit of a weird one now. I think before we get too deep into that, I think let's use this opportunity to take a 5-10 minute break. So if you've got a coffee that you can get yourself, or a little smoke break, I know I'm going to definitely do that. No cigarettes though, not smoking cigarettes anymore. So yeah, big ups for joining us this far. I think this is looking cool. We're going to be back very shortly, and then we're here for the home run, and we smash this out the park. Peace. Hit us up, bruh. You know where we're at. Hit us up on the socials. For sure.
You know that In Excess song? New sensation, new sensation. Hey, you know that one? No. In Excess, they're a good band. It's 80s band, yeah, correct. Yeah, yeah. From what I hear, yeah. No, they're like kind of rocky, with poppy. There's maybe some synths, I think. I don't know a lot of their stuff, I'll be honest with you. I know, yeah, the new sensation. You know? Are we on the screens here? Oh, what's up, everybody? How's it? Welcome back. So I put the POV cam down just for now because it's charging a little bit, and I'm gonna prime this hat flat once more. Same with these side boys here. And in the interim, I'm going to do some of the hat detail. So I thought that might be, because it's going to just be broad stroke stuff, maybe you'll appreciate it better there. And in that interim, our point of view camera can get the juice it needs until we have our home stretch, at which point I'll reset up my little head contraption. But yeah, either way, thanks for joining us once again. We love having you here with us.
Yeah, for those of you that are just joining us, we make these artworks from scratch, start to finish in the stream right here, and we make it together, you and I. So I try and take as much input from you guys as the viewers as possible, and together we make this artwork. You know, I try and keep them off the cuff. Try and you know, keep it impromptu and fun for us both. You know, for me these are also works that, you know, I try and make around like a theme, but for the most part it's decided by us, you know. And today I was just focusing on a nice character. Our artworks are usually two tones of grey, a black and white and a black primer here, and one pop color, which I usually take as a suggestion from you guys. Today we have green, courtesy of Mr. Court Creations, so big ups for our pop color there, bro. And yeah, you're joining us on the home stretch. This is like, from here on out, once we've done this little hat story, then I think it will go pretty quick, because that's the body of the ladder work done. And the ladder work is always, like, at least I find, the most time consuming stuff, because every time I want to change a color or refill or, you know, gain a bit of perspective, I have to climb down off the ladder. So yeah, once that's out the way, it tends to go relatively quickly. But yeah, we stream every Tuesday and we stream Fridays. Our Tuesday time and Fridays at 9 AM, also UCT +2. And you know, if the work needs more time as far as doing it or the idea or journey of this creation justice, then yes, then that's what we'll do. We'll stretch it. But for the most part, I try and make it from start to finish in one stream, so that you know, I can share that process with you guys as viewers, and you know, you guys can enjoy the birth of this thing. Whatever it may be on the day that we're painting. Since we started these streams, I think this is episode number 8, right? Yeah, it's the 8th episode. Yeah, and like I say, with these works, after the stream and the work is complete, we document the work effectively in forms of a photograph, and then the work gets painted over. And the only existence of the work is the documentation and the stream, which you can rewatch or be part of again on my Twitch and on my YouTube. But yeah, I think the main goal is to really be part of the work, so that it's something we make together. You know what I mean? I think let's not be overzealous there with the sprays. And we'll give that a moment or two to dry. Although we don't actually need to, let's do it. So all I'm thinking, I'm just going to try and keep it real simple. But I will need another can of this, that's for sure. These are also scraps. Is just do a grey line along the top of the rim. Nice, relatively thick. Just a grey line across, and then just come back with a nice solid black outline for this hat. And yeah, I think that'll be cool. Like I say, I'm trying to think of some sort of fresh element that I can include in this, like something that's like plant or fruit or vegetable. I would love to include something like that. Really basic, I mean it doesn't have to be a full render. Sometimes what I do, because these works are part of a larger work, is now I finish the image and then we take a photograph of it, then maybe I change some things, and then I combine those two images in another work, which is ultimately the final work. So sometimes I do that, if you guys have got ideas. I mean, I thought about actually, since this kind of character makes me think of, I think it's a Matisse painting, I'm not sure, but it's like a dude also standing in a suit with like a landscape behind him, and then he's just got this apple floating in front of his face. I thought maybe what we do is once we're done with this character and we're happy with the hat, we photograph him like this, then over the hat, we paint just like an apple, like the top of his head is an apple, or like an orange, or some shit, you know. But I think an apple is good because it makes reference to the painting then. And when we combine the images to make the animation, because that's what we do with these, we photograph them and we make them in an animation. We can just have his hat lifting like this, and then underneath the hat is the apple, you know. And then maybe like just some birds, like a bird flying past or some shit. But yeah, that's an idea. You let me know what you think in the comments. I like the idea of animating these images because, you know, I think this is really the time that we're in, where there's, yeah, you know, proper audience for such stuff outside of, you know, oh, you make digital graphics, you go work in advertising, or like, oh, you work with moving imagery, also into advertising, or, you know, but not necessarily like, you know, oh, I'm gonna make art. So I really like that, you know. I mean, I think it's always been there, but this is the loudest the voices have been, I'd say, you know. I just wanted to do that because it's irritating me so much. Not that that's much better, but anyway. Like I say, sometimes it's a trial and error, folks. But that's how you make it through the trials and tribulations of rendering. 10 points if anybody can tell me what show that's from. That's nice. I think it helps describe the shape of the nose better. See, just like a little band across the top of this dude's hat. Just to kind of describe that that's what's cooking there. Maybe I should have put like a bit of a shadow, but I don't think so. I actually like that the hat is so flat, and he's got POV cam again. You guys can get back into the detail action here. I'm not gonna lie, I think that POV cam is such a winner, yo. So stoked on it. Yeah, let's do it like that. Let's maybe make. Oh, that's a dangerous road to walk, but I think we have to go there now. Just to make this line thicker, because otherwise I've got that empty bit there and this one squashed in on the top. It's not going to look right from a line perspective. So that's better. Maybe do okay. Do I want to do that again? Maybe I do. But I don't want to draw too much. Just like little suggestions of stitch. But like try and keep it as subtle as possible. Because as I mentioned, I don't want to do too much on that hat, actually. Oh my goodness. I just realized I'm not wearing my painting shoes. No, it's cool. I think let's take this opportunity. Let me just finish outlining this hat. And then I'm gonna get my POV cam and we can get back into the delicious details. This is gonna be the second line on top here for sure. If you guys have got a particular artist whose work you're really enjoying at the moment, another artist, I would love to hear that kind of stuff. I mean, obviously, I think one of the things most to enjoy, other than making art, is being a patron of the arts. And so, yeah, I'm always interested to hear what people like and what they don't like, and you know why they like it, why they don't like it. It's very interesting to me. exactly what I had in mind, but that's okay. Okay, I think that's it. Let's put on our POV cam. I'm gonna quickly come up so I can change my shoes too. 2 minutes, folks. Sit on top, yeah? This is good. Yeah, what's up, peeps? We're back. Back with the POV. I don't know how long it'll last. Like I said, we've been we had it on charge for a little bit, but it is in the process of running flat. So yeah, let's take it as far as we can with this camera, and if not, we'll always shoot back to these two. So all good. Enjoy it. I suppose it's a broader metaphor for life anyway. Enjoy it while you can. You don't know how long it's going to last and when the camera's going to cut. So do your thing, bro. Maybe we did like this rather, I think. Not so sharp. That's too sharp. But we can always change it. Once again, those of you that are new to our channel, thank you so much for tuning in. We're UCT+2 on the time zones. So yeah, the more the merrier. Come join us, please. You know, these artworks, we make them, they're freestyle, so we make them up off the cuff. And I mean, I sketch in my sketchbook a little bit, just like basic pencil sketches. But for the most part, I leave the decision making up to us as a team, you guys as the viewer, me as the person on the wall here. And yeah, I like that process very much. I think it's made some interesting results so far, which if you're interested in seeing them, you can either watch them on the YouTube or the Twitch channel, the episodes, or you can head over to my social medias, which is Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, yeah man, all those. I'm trying them all. So yeah, check me out there. Okay, I think let's do some lips here, and then we'll come back and do highlights and cut back again while we refine this. But I'm definitely more happy with that nose. That nose was a little bit questionable to me, so no, I'm happier. Once again, like sometimes I find, you know, it just takes a couple of attempts at rendering something to really get it the way you want it. And you got to give yourself that patience and grace to be able to get it. You know what I mean? Let's actually just do like this. Okay. All right. Cut that line back nice. Yeah, that's what you want. I don't want to make it too visible here, you know what I'm saying? Just small little highlights and outlines for the faces. Just like a zah. A little zah. You know what I'm saying? Too much. Maybe he looks a little bit like he's had a stroke now, because this lip is too high here. That must come down. Better, I think. Not perfect, but better. We're still looking for suggestions of like maybe some like badges we can put on his lapels of this here jacket. Maybe he himself has got some jewelry. I mean, I originally thought of putting some earrings on this dude, but he looks so serious now. I don't know if earrings are going to make him look silly. I mean, there's nothing wrong with silly. I just haven't thought if that's what I want this to say. But for now, I'm thinking no. Fucking rats, John. That's better. I'll probably do it that way. Okay, we got something cool. Let's not get overly pedantic about it. Right now, I'm trying my best not to be a victim of myself as far as that's concerned. So, yeah, sometimes it's nice just to move on, and when I get back to it later, then I'm like, okay, actually that's not as bad as what I thought it was, or like, sometimes I'm reaffirmed, yeah. That's crap, bro. Change it. I'm gonna change it, and I feel good for being confident about my decision. So it helps. Just to keep it cool. This is now a shadow for this chin. Think of it that way. And I'm gonna come with this grey. So I don't want to put too much darkness in the cheeks. Otherwise, he just ends up looking like overtly old. Which we don't want. Mustn't look overt in his age. But he's kind of serious. I mean, he's got definition in his look. It's quite somber. As I said, now that we're like pretty much off the ladder for the next little while, this is going to start going pretty quick. So I think we'll be streaming here for another 30 minutes, 40 minutes tops. But yeah, as mentioned, this is now going to start going pretty quick. Pretty quick. What's the time there, Brendan? 4:45. Okay, so we're actually... No, we're on 3 hours almost, exactly. because we said we only started today's stream at 1. Usually on Tuesdays we stream at 12 noon. UCT plus 2 is the time zone. And today we started at 1. I had some other obligations to attend to. See this shape I'm kind of creating for this, with the dark being at the bottom here, and doing like a little sharper cut. It's going to help bring us the shape of our chin. Shape of our chin here, you know. Maybe let's do the lips before I get too crazy. With the chin and the jawline. I don't want to get too wild, premature there, because I will end up having to do it twice. I always try and work top to bottom, so that as I'm working down with my details, I end up covering all of these like little drippies. See there? And I find that way I can still have a nice, you know, textured, rich piece, but without the unnecessary fouling on the work, if I can put it that way. And yeah, once again, wherever you're at, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, thank you for joining us. We love having you here. And please be sure to give that platform a like, share, subscribe, all of those lovely things. You know, it really does help our channel get good reach. That's really what we want to do. I think the more contributors to these works that we can have, the more exciting they're going to get. You know, I said they're not exciting now. Don't get it twisted. But you know, it's yeah. I think rare to have lots of people contributing or talking about the same thing from different perspectives. I think that's always a really nice discourse and a way to come to some sort of an input for a visual. I think it's quite cool. It yields some interesting results. I've done it like in public consults before for like city projects, but you know, via the internet during a stream is totally unique for me. What do we think, folks? Looking good. Looking good. Thanks, my man. Alright, let's do that too. Make softer, I think. I think it's looking good. Looking good. Let's bust a bit of white, and then we're going to do a highlight. I was still thinking about an underlight, but I don't think we should. Purely because I'm not going to describe that in this work. Like, you know, it's not something that you would view in the composition itself, you know. So I'm thinking no colored underlight, but I'm going to use the color for some other bits in our work, for sure. cap that I'm using here is the standard black cap with the orange dot that comes on the Montana can. It's quite a fat cap, but I like it because of the range of stroke I can get with it based with my pressure control. And yeah, obviously it's challenged at times, but it's really nice. And then what I use for outline is the level 2. And I like the level 2 because it gives me just a slightly different stroke than what I would get with the standard orange dot. And it makes a nice differentiation between my fill and my outline. But yeah, sometimes I'm like this now, where I'm struggling to get the nice bit on my pressure. There we go, that's better. I don't want too much drip. Some drip's nice, like I say, I like a texture and I don't want to be scared of a drip, because I think it can definitely be enriching. But yeah, it must definitely be intentional to some degree, you know? Like there must be deliberation on it. Does it do the work you need it to, or does it not? And if not, like, don't leave it there. Once again, whatever channel you're watching on, big ups to you. We are really stoked to have you guys here with us. I mean, this whole streaming story is something completely new to me, but yeah, I'm really stoked to have you on the journey. Just take it. I can come back with the black here and redefine it. I think it's actually going to look better if we do that anyway. Just to give it like a little bit of little oomphy there, guys. I don't want to make it too dark, you know what I mean? Okay, right, I think that is looking slick. Before I'm going to come and outline this chin, I actually want to do the undercolors of this, but I think it's mostly going to be black, to be honest. So let's maybe do that. Oh, wrong gray, wrong gray. Volume, you know what I mean? Yeah, slick. Okay, so we know that most of this is going to be quite dark, actually, up until there, I think. And then maybe over here. I think is our cut, and then here we have another dark section. It comes up like that. See, that's like this muscle here. I don't know what they call it. Trice. No, fuck. I don't know what it's called, but yeah, that's the one that comes up there. And it connects into your neck. So we're trying to give off the shape of that. That's nice. That's really nice. And we're still gonna do a black shadow on top of that. How's our POV cam looking there, bro? Still good? Okay. Shot, doggy. Yeah, I think this is coming out nice. Like I said, I think, you know, with previous streams, I've always done like something that's relatively busy in relation to this. Whereas, like I say, you know, it can be sometimes more rewarding just to make like a basic character, but make it nice. Like I think that can be sometimes more rewarding, but like it's so tempting to get caught up with the nice busy ideas, because I also like to describe all those things too, you know. But yeah, I think just a nice clean character today, you know what I'm saying, not like fucking machines coming out of his head, or you know what I'm saying, like crazy concepts and floating bits and shit. I mean, I like a lot of that, I like all of that, don't get me wrong, please don't get me wrong, but yeah, I think this super clean, just a nice easy character, good one for today. I'll definitely be throwing more of these in the mix. Yeah. For those of you that don't know, we play a lot of Zane's tunes in our stream here. Zane makes some pretty fire stuff himself, and if you dig the bass music, check him out. Zane Wolf, aka Physicist, aka Awkward. Speaking of which, this is one of Zane's tunes right now. Let It Be. If you're in the stream and you're listening to this, I think you're lucky, because this is one of the tunes that keeps getting me a bit of a strike on Facebook. So, enjoy it. Okay, lovely. Let's do everything like this. Oh shit, that cable's coming off the wall there. That's okay. We'll resolve it. Alright, we're going to cut that line back. It can be a little winding for now. Yes, okay. Up behind. Highlight. Since we're not going to use our ladder for now, I'm just going to fold it away. If you're interested in seeing the final product from a photographic perspective of these works, you can follow me on Twitter, because that's probably going to be the place where I'm going to share it. So Twitter, sometimes I share it on Instagram, but I think for these style works, definitely Twitter's the spot, yeah. It's a little bit much on that one, but we can always cut it back. Come now, Gray. There we go. As I mentioned, I use a fat cap, so sometimes it just takes me a little bit of time just to try and find that nice spot to get the right pressure, the right kind of stroke I'm looking for. But yeah, it can be a little bit frustrating. So, I almost think it'd be done. I almost want to do this. Sometimes you just gotta try it. Yeah. See, because then it's like almost like the loop coming over a little bit, you know? And this we just cut back here. Like that. And then this. I don't know how much of this detail you cats can see. It's like a little, with that dark tone. Just do like this. Yeah, I think that's much nicer. Makes more sense. To me at least, but yeah, you let me know what you guys think in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. That's what we like. The eel stuff. Okay. This is white, you know that. Check it out. What's it all about? Okay, so we've got a shadow from the tie and from these collars, like that. And if you've made it this far, thank you so much for joining us. Yo, pleasure to have you with us. Like I say, I love that these works can be a collaboration between us. And yeah, I feel very honored to have you as part of this process. So big up. So what we're describing here is pretty much just this dude shirt. Trying to get some like sensible folds without doing too much over describing, because I don't feel that's necessary. Ah, thanks, Mom. Big love for you. Thanks for tuning in. Always nice to have your moms there. I love you, Mom. But yeah, we're reaching very close to the end of our stream. I'd say another 15 minutes or so, and we're going to be done. maybe do a little description like this. It's for the shirt, the jacket coming over the shirt. The side would be like that. Remember, this is our tie, so we don't need to describe that just yet. And also like that. I'm trying our cap cam. It's got a bit of an angle on it, so I always try and look down as much as what I can so that you guys can see the stroke. But if I'm ever out, please let me know in the comments, because yeah, as I mentioned, I'd love to be aware of that so you guys can be a part of the action. And wherever you like, wherever you're watching from, please be sure to give it a like, a share, a subscribe. You know, that really does help our reach and to make this more of a shared experience. Slick. So, as mentioned, these works are a shared experience and a creation between myself and you guys as viewers. So I always ask people to contribute from an ideas perspective as to what they'd like to see in these artworks, and try and get people to contribute on what they think the pop colors should be. Today we had Court Creative suggest our color of green, which so far we've included in the eyes. But he also went as far as to suggest a color for our tie here, which was purple and white stripes. And usually I only like to include one pop color just to try and keep it as basic and straightforward as possible. But I think today I might just do the purple and white stripes. So I'll do a bit of a, this is how I like to work. Check this out. Maybe this works, maybe it doesn't. I'm always stoked to try it either way. It's like a shadow cut. Maybe we can do one like that. So a bit more of a solid kind of gradient going on there. You know what I mean? Okay, right. Now, let's do some outline. Once again, wherever you are watching from, we appreciate you being here, man. This has been a grand stream. Not our longest, but definitely I think one of the better ones we've done over this last little while. This is already our 8th stream that we've done. And consistently we stream twice a week. So I'm quite chuffed. I've had a lot of fun. And I definitely think I'm gonna keep pushing on with these. Because yeah, as I say, I've had a flipping blast. Yeah. And this is like a otherwise I can make it much nicer. Okay. This like that. I'm gonna come do these lines once I've done the tie, so that I don't end up doing double job on the outline. I think this is looking slick, guys. I think let's stick with the green tie, just from a simplicity's perspective. You know, I like not making things overcomplicated, but we're going to see if our green can even take us this far. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but there's not much left. Maybe I got another scrap green here somewhere. Let's look. They don't really match. These are all scraps. Gosh, I hope this box doesn't give way. No. But it can work. As long as I get like a green base on it, this can work. Yeah, let's take that. Okay, so with some scraps, I think we'll definitely be able to do this. Oh, I think this guy's looking cool. It's looking very lurchy though. It's got like such a strong jaw. I think he's stronger than what I thought it would be. But anyway, I quite like the lurchy look on him. Let's do a bit of black. Even dark grey in there. Would it work? Would it help us? I don't know. I'll try it. Here's a good way. Green, what we like. Let's see how far it takes us. Okay, not very far right now. Alright, look at that. Old scrappy cans making some funky business here, guys. Yeah. I definitely don't think that's the cap. definitely think that must be the cave. So let's get a little wild here, because it's the last little bit anyway. Maybe we can get this to work. So what we're going to do is just make a little hole in the side of this cave. So the last little bits are in here. Maybe we can spray out here. Like I said, we do it nice and slowly, not like that. But at least we got the green out. Okay, now we can come in with this one. Oh, there's a green. Okay. We do a light on top of these two, so that you got a nice kind of finish. Just like on the side there. Okay, that's a great base for outline. Outline of a tie. Let's see exactly how we're going to solve this story here. Just drag it down. Nice, subtle line. I think we should do this line here, and then we come in and do the outline as well. Alright, this. Nice and clean. That's what we like. Clean green, guys. Clean green. Yeah, I think it's looking slick. That's nice. As is that. Slick. Okay. Let's just do it like that. Okay, guys, this is legit, almost there. I'm just gonna touch up the black on the side of the suit. Maybe we can decide on like a little lapel brooch kind of a thing. Maybe we want to put that on there. Once again, in the beginning, I did discuss potentially just putting some one outline glasses over this dude's face, but I almost quite like it without that for now, especially if I'm going to do the Matisse reference of the apple. But yeah, I'm open to suggestions. I think maybe if the brooch, if we put a brooch on this dude's jacket, can help us once again communicate the idea that this is the onus to that painting. I'm actually not even too sure of the title of the artwork, but it's so iconic. I just see it in my mind. Is the one with the gentleman. It's like a dude in a suit who has just an apple floating in front of his face. If anybody knows the details, I think it's a Henri Matisse work, but I also stand corrected there. I would love to hear them, because once again, maybe they can allude to something that we can put as a brooch on this character's blazer or something like that. Yeah, hit us up in the comments. I would love to hear you. This artwork is being streamed live to Twitch and YouTube and Facebook all at the same time. So whichever one of those platforms you're on, we greatly appreciate you spending your time here with us. And please be sure to give us a like and a share and a subscribe. We'd love to share more of these artworks with you in the future for sure. How's the POV cam looking? Still good? A bit up. I don't know, maybe I lost my cardboard. Maybe that happened. Let me just get a little extra black primer, and then we're going to move on to the next one. I'll pop the cardboard in. Rene Magritte, okay. Ah, the son of man. So I think this is quite a nice work. It makes me think of that quite a lot. Yeah, as I said, I may just do the apple thing, like where the hat moves up and then put the apple, but already the hat is right at the top of our composition. So I'm gonna have to decide what I want that to look like. You know, obviously I don't want to make this too long in an animation, because then it becomes very difficult to display. No, shot, big ups. Shakas there. POV shaka there. Thank you. Oh, I think this has been nice for, what's it, 3.5, 4 hours? 3.5 hours, yeah. And these artworks are totally impromptu. We just make them up as we go along. So, I mean, sometimes I sketch my sketchbook before we do the session. But this one is totally off the cuff. I thought, instead of trying to focus too much on a full concept / idea I'm trying to do, I thought maybe let's just focus on making a nice character, you know, just doing those basics right, and like focusing on, you know, just like a portrait style character. You know, we could make the idea as the stream goes along, you know. So now I think it's looking slick. As mentioned, I'm still looking for the idea for a little brooch. I think that would be very nice. So anything like that that you can recommend, I would appreciate it. Son of Man. How would we describe that in a symbol or an icon in some sorts? 'Cause yeah, it's going to be too much with the apple and the apple under the hat and then the apple on the brooch. Maybe like let's just see, does that help a little bit? Not so much. Helps a lot. Awesome. That's what we'd like to do, is help a lot. I think let's do an outline here. Yeah, no, dude, you're fucking early. Like I said, legit, you've only been doing this for 4 weeks. So you're very early, my friend. Yeah, we definitely appreciate our early peeps. Ah, I think that's cool. I think that's really nice. What can we do for this little brooch? I think it's going to be like legit the perfect touch to finish this guy for now. But I don't know. What are we going to do? No, I can add some green to it, but legit that's also going to be a struggle now because I finished these other greens. What about an apple blossom or something? But you know, I mean, I don't even know what an apple blossom looks like. Son of Man. Also, how could we describe it? Maybe I just do like a Son of Man. It says Son of Man, but in like a little brooch. Like a little Son of Man brooch. Like along the side here. But maybe that's going to be too much. Green typo. Like typography. Yo, like I said, my green is zilch, bro. My green is zilch at the moment. Yeah, I think obviously, I mean, it was definitely the style of the time, you know, as far as what people were wearing and what you would see. And like, if you weren't wearing that outfit at that time, also keep in mind, then you were also seen to have like a certain space in society, you know. So I think that image is quite loaded in the context, you know. Ah, that's the man. No, I love the tobacco pipe just because that's fucking spot on. That's, you know, he's most also got that other work. This is not a pipe, but it's a painting of a pipe, and it talks about, once again, you know, you may be looking at something, but understanding for what it is and what the information is telling you is two different skills that you apply. You know, one must be conscious of it. You've lost the first person, Cam. Really? Maybe it died. You can switch back to the other two and I can take this fucking horrible contraption off my head. Whew. mission. But I thought that was nice. I thought that was a really successful experiment. I thought that was great. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. But let's quickly do this brooch. And then I think we're going to say goodbye. But I love the idea with the pipe. I think the pipe is a fucking killer. Beautiful. We do a little smoky earthy coming out of it. Not too much. Just something that alludes to that it's smoke. And then let's do like a little thing like this. Once again, wherever you're watching from, big ups. We stream this to YouTube and Facebook and Twitch at the same time. And I've got cool, interesting content on all of those platforms, each of them different from the other. So if you like the things I do here, please go check me out on the other ones there too. Yeah, I think it looks like a pipe, right? It's pipey. Just a little white highlight to make it look like it's like blinging. And we'll not do too much. We got this black out here, we might as well just quickly cut that shit back. Make it look nice and crisp. That's what we like, crispy painting. Pipey, yeah, little pipe. Diminutive pipe. I think that's cool. Back to that. Okay, let's see if we can outline the sucker. Such a great idea, the pipe. Thank you to I greatly appreciate it. This is an awesome addition to the sport. Like I said, it's so nice to be able to share this work with viewers, because a lot of the times, you know, there's things that people think of and see that I don't, you know, and yeah, I think as a team we can definitely do a lot for achieving artworks, you know. Maybe a little bit thick on the outline, but on the side. Slick! Ah, this is cool, guys. Like that. Cool. Ah. That's a pipe. It's not a pipe, but that's a pipe. Yeah. No, I think this is ill. I think this is, yeah, I've had a jaw, legit, guys. I've had super fun. I hope you guys have had too. Like I say, I've got some other ideas for this one as well. So if you want to stay up to date with how this works out, hit me up on my socials on the other one. I'm on Instagram at Jared Jestr, well, at Jestr_SA, Facebook at Jared Jestr, YouTube at Jared Jestr, Twitter at Jared Jestr, and I'll definitely be sharing these processes with you guys too.
But I think that's going to be it for our stream for today. So much love to everybody. Thank you to everybody who contributed to this work. Yeah, wouldn't be what it is without you cats. So thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you on the next one. We stream every Tuesday at noon, UCT+2, and Friday mornings at 9 a.m. UCT+2. So we're back here on Friday, and yeah, you'll definitely be getting feedback on this work before then. So yeah, peace out to all you good people in internet land. One love. Thanks for making this with me.